how we see it. Now we live in proof, tell the world to believe it. Yeah. Congratulations. Thank God.
Day 22. That's awesome. I'm so excited that we made it this far. That's really cool. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about Psalms 139, 7 through 16. I'm going to read this out of the Message version. It says, "Is there any place that I can go to avoid your spirit, to be out of your sight? If I climb to the sky, you're there. If I go underground, you're there. If I flew on the morning's wings to the far western horizon, you'd find me in a minute. You're already there waiting." Then I said to myself, "Oh, he even sees me in the dark. At night, I'm immersed in the light." It's a fact. Darkness isn't dark to you. Night and day, darkness and light, they're all the same to you. Oh yes, you shaped me first inside, then out. You formed me in my mother's womb. Thank you, high God, you're breathtaking. Body and soul, I am marvelously made. I worship in adoration. What a creation. You know me inside and out. You know my every bone and body. You know everything and exactly how I was made, bit by bit, how I was sculpted from nothing into something. Like an open book, you watched me grow from conception to birth. All the stages of my life were spread out before you. The days of my life were all prepared before you, even before I'd lived one day. God has called you for a higher purpose. He's called you to something bigger than what you could ever even imagine. You may have a hint of your calling on your life. Maybe God's been leading you to something and God's been showing you somewhere that you need to go in your life, but maybe you're just backing out of it and you're like, I don't know if that's what I really want to do. You know what? That even happened in the Bible. Jonah in the Bible was called to go to a place and reach an unreached people group that he didn't want to reach. He didn't want to do it. He didn't like that idea. So he ran away from it. He ran away from that plan that God had for him. And God turned his path anyways, and he led him back to him. Yeah, he was still running for God, but he wasn't running the way that God needed him to go. I even experienced this in my life. There was a point in my life where I went through so much destruction and so much places where I had been torn down to the place that I didn't want the calling that God wanted for me. I decided that I was going to have another calling, and that's what I was going to do. And I was going to be a missionary to China. That was my plan. That's what I wanted in life. And I was going to go do this. But you know what? It never mapped out because that's not what God wanted for me. God wanted for me to reach students, and God wanted me to use music, which was something that I had ran from. But God put people in my life that put that purpose back into life. They showed me that again. See, this is the thing. You may know bits and pieces of your calling. Maybe God's starting to call you places and God has shown you this. And the issue is you don't want what God wants. The problem is when you start to run towards what he wants for your life rather than run away for it, you're going to find more pleasure, more happiness, more purpose in your life than you could ever find before. See, the thing is, you don't need to fight God. He's called you to do and be what you're called to be. Step out and embrace his calling, whatever it is. Embrace it. And he will provide for you. He's going to protect you, and he will care for you, even when you don't know how to yourself. So don't run from God. Don't run, because it doesn't matter where you go. You can run, but you can't hide. And God still has a plan for you, and he wants to use you. So turn around, run to him, and embrace his purpose for your life.